What's up, guys? Today, this is not like a versus or anything. It's more of a versus with the aluminum alien play balls and my Grimburg Jul V3s. I'm going to be using my TiPX, TiPX valve, pretty much all stock except for this barrel. This is like a 10-inch barrel, and my salt supply S2. I'm going to be using my CO2 tank on both of them. This has about 200 grams of CO2 left in it, and I just want to get chrono readings and see how these do. I'll do the aluminum alien play balls first, and then I'll do the Joules V3s afterwards, and then I'll do the same thing with the S2. So I'll be right back. So I got my TiPX right here. I maxed out the velocity adjuster and then I moved it back like a half turn. So I don't know what it's currently hitting at, but this is the alien play balls first, 7.2 grams, and I'm going to chrono these, and it's about 78 degrees out here right now, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what the Celsius equivalent is, probably like 25 maybe. So aluminum 7.2 gram alien play ball, 374, so it's pretty high. 368, 366, 362, 360, 358. I think I got one more shot. 338. And then also since my CO2 tank is kind of getting low, I may have to use my other tank to make this more to make this not fluctuate as much. So if I get lower than 338, I'm going to switch my tank. 364, or it just needed to repressurize. So there was just kind of one oddball. I'll try to take a couple seconds in between shots. So now I have the Grimburg Jul V3s in here. These are like 7.7 grams. So the speed may go down a little bit, but it's a better bore match. So here's the first shot. 360. I'll wait like 5 seconds between each shot. 352. I'm gonna wait about 5 seconds just to kind of keep this even as much as I can. 352. So yeah, it's a 7.7 gram. It's kind of like the average for my batch of Grimburg Jul V3s. 328. It's one of those low ones for some reason. I got four more shots with the Grimburg Jul V3s. I'll probably get my other tank for the S2. 352, so I'm gonna wait a couple seconds, and I'm just doing this just so I can get a better general idea of the joules. 350, and I believe I got 2 more shots, so I'll shoot right now. 346, and this is the last shot, so just give me like 5 more seconds. 346. So I'm gonna get my other CO2 tank and I'm gonna load up the S2. Alright, you guys, I'm just checking the breech. There's nothing in there, and I turned off my air tank. So this is just residual pressure left in the marker. So yeah, you always want to just be safe with these. It's not a firearm, but it will, shatter windows and hurt you if you end up, discharging it like on your foot or something stupid, or you hit someone next to you. Not going to be good. So, yeah, I'm just being safe. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, retiring this one for now because I got a couple of fluctuations. And I just weighed this one in the house, and it weighs basically, has about 520 grams of CO2 in it. This one had about 180 or 200, so I'll reweigh it when I get in the house just to see how much it went down. And then yeah, TiPX is still good, no leaking or anything. When I used it last, it had a little bit of a leak going on somewhere, and I didn't do anything to it to like remedy it or anything, and it seemed to be fine. It was not leaking at all today. So they had a tiny little leak from somewhere back here, probably in the air valve or in the firing actuator, I think it's called, firing actuator. It's this little rectangle piece attached to the main valve. I'll load 6 shots in my S2, and this is a 5-round magazine, but if you guys are not familiar, the way to do 6 shots is to have a 5 or 4 or 3, just have some rounds in your magazine and pop it in here, and then eject the mag, and then load up another one, because now there's one in the breech, and it expelled one from this tube, and I'm going to put another one in here. So this is going to be the Alien Play 7.2 gram aluminum balls. This is my first batch of Alien Play aluminum balls. I've had these for like a year. They just keep trucking. They have a couple little scratches and soft spot, or not soft spots, but flat parts on them, because I've been shooting them over and over and over and over, like a lot. So they're a little bit, they have some divots or whatever you might want to call it on them. And typically with this setup and like a warmer day, they'll get 20 to 23 joules or so when I shoot it with this tank. When I use the CO2, like a 12 gram CO2, like the way you're supposed to use it, I'll get like a high of like 20 to 21 joules with these on a warm day, and then 19, or a couple at like 19, and then it'll drop to 18 and then 17. So I'll get about 8 good shots off of a CO2, 12 gram CO2 that goes right here. And then since I'm using this tank, it has like an unlimited amount of gas, plus the pressure is slightly higher. So I'm gonna gas this up and shoot the Alien Play balls. It's on safe right now, and nothing bad should happen. So yeah, I'm aired up. I'm gonna go stand over there and start shooting. I almost want to just keep shooting this after I'm done filming, because I have fun using these 2 particular pistols. The TiPX is pretty cool because it can change barrels and all that, and it's adjustable. The speed is adjustable, and the salt supply is just a beast. I mean, it doesn't, you can't really compare it to a Pistol X68, but it's cost half as much, and it's still putting up pretty good numbers. And it's definitely like better than the Byrna SD or the Byrna LE in my opinion. But here we go, aluminum Alien Play balls. I forgot to mention, the reason I'm saying that these are my first batch is because when I measured these, they're kind of small. Like, they're a little bit under 680, so this isn't the best bore match. 266. I'm still going to wait like 5 seconds in between each shot just to allow the pressure to restabilize. But this is a full tank and it's kind of warm. 268. Wait a couple seconds. 266. And yeah, when I run it on this tank, when I run the S2 on the tank, it's very consistent. 266. I'm just waiting for either like a third-party barrel to be made for this thing, so it has a longer barrel for a home defense, or something aftermarket you can just slap on and give it a little bit more power. 266. So pretty consistent. I'm gonna check my magazine. I'll just do a dry fire because I don't want to look down. I don't want to look down the barrel and shoot myself on accident. So, all right, last shot. 264. So yeah, 266, 268, 264, 266, 268. I'm gonna get the Grimburg Jul V3s and load up 6. Alright, you guys, Grimburg Jul V3s. I'm gonna, actually, yeah, I left it on the table. Alright, here we go. V3s. I'm gonna, load it up like how I showed you. Pop the mag out. And then, put in 6. If you ever have an issue with the magazine not wanting to pop out, it's because the next ball that's popping out, it's getting in the way of the I'll show that later, but it's an issue that I've had a little bit with the magazine and popping it out if there's still like a ball or two left. Anyways, 7.7 gram, 7.7-ish grams, Joule V3s, kind of like 682, 684 bore size, a bit bigger than the Alien Play aluminum balls. First shot, 260. Give it about 5 seconds just to repressurize, just because I want to keep this even. 262. So this is kind of cool to me that the bore size on this particular marker is making a difference. It probably also did with the TiPX. 262, because it only weighs like about 0.4 grams more than the Alien Play ball, but it's putting up almost the same numbers. But I'll see once I calculate the joules how much of a difference it is. 260. Give it a few seconds. 258. Check the magazine really quick. I think I got one more shot because my mag is empty currently. 252. So I did have some variation in the weight of those Grimburg Jul V3s, 7.6 to 7.7 to 7.8 grams on this old balance that I have, or old scale I have. I still have to check them at work with the super accurate scale, but I'm just going to degas this thing. Alright, you guys, I turn off my air valve. I'm just degassing this. There's nothing in the mag. There's nothing down the barrel, down the breech. So out of gas. Be right back. Alright, you guys, so like I said earlier, I don't know exactly what those joule numbers are. I'll have to edit that into the video, but it would seem that since these are keeping almost the same speed on both of these markers, I'd probably say that these have a slightly more muzzle energy when they're shot out the barrel, which is pretty consistent with what I've seen on other channels and stuff. I just like to try things myself. But yeah, it's pretty good. But you know, obviously this has the edge in performance because you can adjust this velocity. It has a giant ass barrel. This is a 4-inch barrel, or like 3 3/4 inch barrel, like from here to here. And this is a 10-inch barrel. So this is obviously going to be a lot faster, but this is marketed as a less lethal launcher, and this is a paintball marker. So there's kind of some legal gray areas if you were to have this in a car or something and use it out in public. And I'm sure same sort of legal ramifications with this, but this is marketed as a less lethal launcher. So just for legal reasons, I would probably, if you're going to be outside or in public, I would roll with this, like 100% go with this. This is more of a home defense type of thing. So like if you have guns and you have this also and use this first, it's probably better as in a legal standpoint to be using this or this first, and then if that doesn't work, if you have your firearm with you, you know, use that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. This thing's been working really good. I'm not sure what the joules are, but 374 feet per second with these, or 366 or whatever it was hitting. It's probably close to 40 joules, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. And then same with these, maybe 35 to 40 joules. I'm just estimating. And then this is probably getting 23 to 24, probably with both. It might be a little bit better on that, but yeah, like I said, I had to do the calculations and stuff. And yeah, just gonna dig these out from my box, and I really just want to keep shooting, use my HDR and my HDR 68, the giant Umrex revolver, and my TCR, Berna TCR, but I'll just cut it now and probably do the rest of that stuff later in the week. It was really warm today, so I had a good day to shoot these without having to worry about it being too cold, because yeah, it's probably 78 degrees out here Fahrenheit, and it's a little bit windy, kind of picking up a little bit for some reason, but it's not bad still. It's still pretty nice out here. So anyways, guys, I got this sunshine to keep shooting, and yeah, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Alright, you guys, just wanted to show you the bore on my alien play. Like I said, I've shot these a bunch, and they have, you know, wear and tear from using them so many times, and from getting hit by other projectiles when they're in my catch box. So these ones don't look that bad as far as like flat spots and stuff, but there's just some scratches on them. And oh, there's one with a flat spot. But I've had zero issues with, you can see this spot right here. I've had zero issues in pretty much all my barrels with damage done to them or whatever from using metal balls, aluminum specifically. I haven't had any scratches or anything weird in the barrels I have. So this is the 679 gauge right here. That one surprisingly didn't go through, but I was just in my room pushing them through, and a lot of them were going through 679. So that went through the 682 slot really easily. 679. That one's not going for some reason, but yeah, I'm not kidding around when, yeah, I put like just like that, 679. I'll do that one more time. Yep, 679. So 679 went right through. Different one. Here's another one. Went right through. Here's another one. But these are the first set of alien play aluminum balls I've gotten, and the manufacturer actually reached out to a couple of us on YouTube and wanted to verify that a size that they made these a little bit bigger on a new batch that should be out pretty soon. They said probably like mid-March or late March they should be hitting the Amazon storefront. So yeah, some of them are 680, some of them are 679, or like a little bit slower, a little bit smaller. So that one didn't go through. That one went through 679. These aren't the ones that I shot just right now were from this bag, but I'm just showing you that they're kind of small. Because yeah, the S2 the Salt Supply S2 barrel is probably like 689 or 688 bore inside diameter of the bore. And my TiPX, the barrel I was using, this is the Grimburg Jul V3s. The barrel I was using on the TiPX, it's kind of it doesn't advertise what size it is because it was from a two-piece kit with that mock suppressor, and I bought that TiPX used with that barrel, that 10-inch barrel and the mock suppressor. But that kit is from MCS, and it's probably like a 686 barrel or 688, or it could be 689. It doesn't say on that barrel what size it is. But yeah, this Joule V3 kind of goes through the 682. I haven't had any that will go through my 679 spot. Let me turn off my light, maybe that'll help. 682, like I have to really push it through sometimes. So 684 is kind of more consistent for me for this batch that I have. 682, it kind of goes through, but I have to turn it a certain way for it to go through 682. And the 684 pretty much just falls through really easily. So yeah, the variation is slightly more in the Joule V3s, but these are like a plastic and steel powder coated, or steel powder and like rubber or something, some sort of mixture. So I'm sure it's kind of hard to have super uniform balls, as opposed to just a pure aluminum ball. These are both very good for me. They've been working very well, both of these types of ammo. It's just the price is hugely different. But, you know, this is American made in America. And these are probably from overseas. But these are like, depending how many you get and stuff, these are like 25, 35 cents each. And these are like $1.20 something each after tax and everything. So it's a big difference. But yeah, I'll see in those Joule numbers, you know, how they go. 682 on this Joule V3, 679, nope. So yeah, it's just a slightly bigger ball, but that'll help with the air not flying past the front of the ball while it's traveling down the barrel. There's less blow by in a large bore ball. And yeah, like a lot of paintball markers, you can get specific barrels or barrel inserts, and you can get a barrel insert for every single size. And that just gets really expensive at that point, because then some of those barrel kits are like $100, $150, and you have a bunch of these inserts, and then you have like a 10-inch barrel, and you put the insert in there, and then you screw the barrel on. But it's kind of more for paintball, but you can use them for less lethals, like if you have an M17 or a TMC or a TiPX or a TCR or whatever. You just got to get the right barrel thread for whatever marker you're using. And the S2 has like a sort of like a custom barrel. It's like a top hat. So it's I'll draw it really quick. So the S2 barrel, let's just say that the handle is right here and your trigger, and then like, you know, the barrel. So this barrel is it's inside the shell, and it just kind of has like a flattened side, I guess. And this is how it secures into the marker. There's no threads on it or anything. And the TiPX, on the breech, there's threads on the breech, and then the end of the barrel, it has threads. So, you know, it's just like a typical paintball marker. So this is the barrel for the TiPX, and it has threads on it. And then that screws into the breech, which is, you know, where your magazine goes and like feeds in. The S2, it's just like a straight piece of metal with a flattened side that's slightly bigger, and that flattened side fits inside the shell of the S2. So currently nobody makes barrels for the S2 to make them like stick out like longer. And the longer barrel you have, the more air can travel behind the ball. So yeah, I'm just waiting for some sort of aftermarket barrel if they ever make it, or if somebody 3D prints one. So that would be pretty sick. But yeah, obviously it's going to get really big if you add on, you know, 4 or 5 inches to the S2 barrel. Anyways, you guys have a good one, and thanks for checking it out.